Hey guys, welcome back to Pimp Your Life. So it's been a little while since I've uploaded, but I have been working on decluttering and downsizing my makeup collection to what I feel like is quote unquote minimal for me. Just basically a more manageable amount of products. If you don't know, before I would have called myself somewhat of a makeup collector. I'm just kind of panning over my collection here to show you. And it was fun to do, but I realized I was wasting a lot of my money because makeup does expire. I know everybody has different opinions on that, and that's fine, to each his own, right? But for me, I just want to make sure that the products I'm using are fresh and in prime working condition. And so what I ended up doing, because I did have a lot of really old products, also I had a lot of products that were just unnecessary in my collection. I basically gave a bunch of stuff away. I threw out a bunch of stuff, and this is what I'm left with. Now, this is not to say that I'm never going to buy makeup or I'm never going to try anything new, especially when it comes to lip products. That's my weakness, and I definitely enjoy trying new things, but I'm just trying to be more conscientious of my purchases and maybe think them through a little bit more before impulse buying products, and only buying things that I truly am interested in trying, or that I know that I really love the formula and want to try the color or what have you. So yeah, this is what I'm left with, and it is a lot smaller than what I used to have. So I'm gonna go ahead and show you everything and do my best. I don't have a tripod. I'm having to hold my phone by hand, so I do apologize if this is a little shaky. We're just sitting on my bed in the bedroom. Liam's having a nap, and I'm having a cup of black tea and just enjoying some mommy girly time. Speaking of black tea, you guys, my new favorite tea combination, I'm going to show you guys my little cup here. So first of all, this says Mama needs some coffee, which I think is hilarious because I'm drinking tea out of this cup. But I got this at Target, and I don't know if you can see how frothy the tea looks. Black tea is super good for you. It has tons of antioxidants. It's really good for preventing like a lot of diseases that I looked up. It's good for preventing cancer and things like that. It's just very healthy for you altogether. And I discovered coconut sugar a while ago, but coconut sugar in black tea with just a splash of low-fat milk is delicious. It's so good, you guys. You have to try it. If you're a tea drinker, coconut sugar is my new favorite thing, because I shouldn't say new favorite, rediscovered favorite. It kind of has like a caramel taste to it, and it almost feels like I'm drinking creamer in my tea, but I'm not. It's just a little coconut sugar. I use about maybe half a teaspoon of the coconut sugar, and I use like just a splash of milk, and it gets so frothy and good. I absolutely love it. Speaking of which, I'm going to take a little sip now. It's just really good. So anyway, I think you can get coconut sugar at most health food stores. I know my local grocery store has like a health food aisle, and that's where I can find it. But if you have like a Whole Foods near you, I'm pretty sure they would carry it. Okay, so let's start over here with the eyeshadow palettes. I only have 4 currently, and I don't know that I wouldn't buy any more. I'm really happy with this number right now, because I had so many palettes before, guys. I probably had about 30 eyeshadow palettes, and what I was finding is I couldn't get to all of them before they started to just turn on me. And what I mean by that is that they would either get hard pan in them, the colors would not perform as well, they would flake, or they would irritate my eyes. I had some eyeshadows go really smelly. And I don't think I'm a very dirty person. I mean, I do sanitize my palettes with alcohol, and I try to clean my brushes often. I'm not as good at that as I should be, so that could have been part of the problem. But I don't use them on other people. I'm really only using them on myself. So I'm not sure if it was just the change in humidity where I live or what, but some of the palettes were over 5 years old, so I could understand why, you know, it was starting to happen. But I just don't want to collect them anymore. I don't have very many collections anymore, and we can talk about that in another video. But I'm just really happy with the numbers. So I have the Gem and the Holograms palette, and this one, you guys, I like having because I don't have a lot of bright colors with the other palettes that I have, and this just gives me some shades to play with if I'm feeling creative. Makeup is definitely a creative outlet for me, but you really don't need, you know, 20 eyeshadow palettes in order to be able to be creative. You just have to be thoughtful of your purchases. Obviously, if you like to collect them, there's nothing wrong with that. I'm just saying for myself, having a couple neutral palettes that are different tones and then a colorful palette, it's really all I need. So this is nice for when I want to play. And then I have the Naked 3. Everybody knows what this looks like. It's more of a rosy tone palette. And then I have the Naked 2, which is more of a taupe kind of cool tone palette. And then I have the one I'm working on panning this year, which is the Chocolate Bar. And you can see my arm, sorry guys. This is just a really great neutral palette, which I know most of you know what it looks like, but you can see I'm definitely making some progress in white chocolate, because the everyday look I've been doing is with white chocolate, salted caramel, marzipan, and semi-sweet, and then I just put a little bit of champagne truffle in my inner corner, and I call it a day, and it's really a quick look, and I like the way it turns out. This also smells really delicious, so love that. My sister got me this for my birthday. Actually, she gave all of these palettes to me. This was a birthday gift this past year, and then these two palettes here she got while she worked at Nordstrom for really inexpensive, and then she gifted the Gem and the Holograms palette to me. So those are all of my eyeshadow palettes. I'm really happy with the amount that I have. I feel like it gives me enough room to play, and I don't feel deprived or anything like that, but it's not over the top, if that makes sense. Okay, so then I have two eyeshadow primers. I have the Essence I Heart Color Primer. I really enjoy this just as a basic eye primer. I have the e.l.f. Glitter Glue because the Naked palette and the Gem and the Holograms palette, some of them have some chunky glittery shades that this helps, you know, with the fallout. I have three eyeliners right now. I have the Avon True Color eyeliner, gel eyeliner in Intense Brown, I think is this called? Yes, Intense Brown. And then I have just a CoverGirl black eyeliner, and then I have this little Trestique one in Swiss Chocolate, which I got in my Ipsy bag. I love that. That's the one I'm using currently. And then these two I'm just saving till I've used this one up. I only have one mascara. This is a new rule I've been doing for myself. I just keep one mascara open at a time. I'm not opposed to having more in my collection, like if I find some on sale or something like that at the store, but I just prefer to have one open because I have had issues with mascara irritating my eyes, you guys. So I, without fail, switch my mascara out every 3 months. I don't care if it's used up or not, I switch it out. And that's my personal preference. You don't have to do that. Most mascara tubes will tell you 3 to 6 months on the back. But for me personally, after 3 months, I'm just like, I want a fresh one, make sure my eyes aren't going to get irritated, because I wear mascara pretty much every day. So I feel like that's, you know, good use in one tube, 3 months of wear. So I don't feel too bad about that. Then I have these two LA Colors matte shadow singles. These I haven't opened yet, and I bought them because I've had these in the past and really enjoyed them. And then I kind of decluttered all my singles because I found them annoying. But what I realized is with my Chocolate Bar palette this year, I know that I'm going to use up the transition shade and the cream shade pretty quickly. as we're not that far into the year and I'm already hitting really big dents in them because I use those two shades every single day. So I found two what I would think would be dupes for those shades, just a cream shade and a kind of warm blushy brown type of shade, if that makes sense. This is a little bit more pink than Salted Caramel, but it will do the job for me, and that way I have transition shades to take the place of those once they get used up. Then for face products, I have 3 highlighters. I have the Becca highlighter in Champagne Pop. I have the Flower Beauty highlight palette. I absolutely love this and recommend it 100% if you are looking for an affordable dupe to the Becca highlighting formula. These are so good. They feel exactly the same to me. They're really, really creamy and nice, and it's much more affordable. Also still a cruelty-free brand, and you can now get Flower Beauty at Ulta. Now Flower Beauty is cheaper at Walmart. I paid just under $10 for this, and when I found this on the Ulta website, I think they were charging like $14. So just keep that in mind. But I think the quality is on par with the Becca highlighters. So definitely recommend. The one I'm working on panning right now is the Wet n Wild Color Icon Bronzer in Reserve Your Cabana. This highlighter is so beautiful because it's just really natural. It doesn't look chunky or glittery on my face. I just really enjoy it, and you can see I've used up a bunch. The only bronzer that I own is the Butter Bronzer by Physicians Formula. I have just found, for me personally, you guys, I don't need more than one bronzer. I know some people like bronzer, and that's fine if you want to have more, but I'm just not a bronzer person. Like, I like the way it looks on me, but I feel like they all look the same. I know there's different undertones and everything, but as long as I can find one that works for my skin, that's all I need, is what I'm saying. I just think they're all brown. Like, it's boring to have a bunch of brown things in my collection, like, that's all the same. Do you know what I mean? It was overwhelming. I used to have like 5 or 6 bronzers, I want to say, at one point, and it was overwhelming because they all did the same thing, and I don't know. I like the more colorful products, I guess is what I'm saying. But anyway, I have 2 blushes right now. I have the Tarte Party Blush, which was their birthday gift, the Sephora birthday gift this year. It's like a rosy pink. I'm sure most of you know what it looks like. And then I have the Wet n Wild Color Icon Blush in Rose Champagne. This is the one I'm working on using up this year, and I really like this color. It's just a pretty nude blush. I am looking for a blush palette. That is something that I would actually like to invest in. So if you guys know of a good one, I'm what I would consider a fair skin tone, but my undertones are neutral, leaning more warm than cool. So yeah, if you know of a good blush palette, please let me know in the comments down below, because I'm definitely on the market for one, and I want to make sure that the blushes last. That's something I have a trouble with the Wet n Wild one. It's such a pretty blush, but it doesn't last all day, and I would like it to last like the Tarte ones do. So anyway, yeah, please help. I'm looking for a good blush palette. Then for face powders, I just have one. It's the Avon Translucent Face Powder. Really enjoy that. I have one concealer. This is the e.l.f. Under Eye Concealer. I really only use under eye concealer if I'm wanting to brighten, because I don't have dark circles or anything unless I have like really not been sleeping well. But I use this to kind of clean up under my brows and hide some redness around my nose, and then if I want to brighten with it, I can. It's an okay concealer. I've used it many times. I like it better than some other drugstore concealers, but it's not like holy grail status or anything. I just like that it's really affordable too. I have the e.l.f. Brow Pencil in Natural, love that. And then I have the e.l.f. Clear Lash and Brow Mascara. Have used that for years and love it. Now, I do have excess right now of brow products, you guys. It's kind of ridiculous, but I'm on kind of a journey to find some new brow products, because I've been using the brow pencil, the e.l.f. Brow Pencil, for, I want to say 2 years now, and I do really like it, but I'm just bored and want to try something new. So I got the e.l.f. Brow Kit. I also bought the CoverGirl Brow Powder set, and then I also got the CoverGirl Brow Pomade. So those are just to play around with and see what I like, and we'll see what ends up staying. I'm not going to keep things that I don't like and won't use, but they're new, so I'm going to play around with them for a while. For face primers, I have two. I have the Wet n Wild Photo Focus Dewy Face Primer and the Avon Magix Face Perfector. I just wanted to try out some new primers. I was using the First Aid Beauty one, which I had gotten as a sample at Sephora, and I really love that. And then I looked up how much it was, you guys, and I was like, okay, no, I need to find a drugstore alternative. So that was a very hydrating face primer, and neither of these that I have are hydrating, but they both work well in different ways. I just have to play around with them some more to see if it's something I, would keep, or if I want to try something else. The one thing I'll say about the Wet n Wild one is that it's really beautiful as a highlight as well, just like a liquid highlight. It's really natural and pretty, so I am enjoying that one. I have two foundations. This is the only one that's being used right now. I have tried this once just to see if I liked it before I decided to keep it, but this is the Wet n Wild Cover All in Light. I'm almost out of it. And then this is to replace it. This is the Avon True Color Foundation. My sister sells Avon, so that's where I purchase my products from. And she has raved about this foundation for a long time, and I had sampled it before and really liked it, so I wanted to give it a try. So those are both of my foundations right now. And then we move down to my favorite part, which is lip products, you guys. Okay, oh, I forgot this. This is not a lip product. This is a glitter single eyeshadow from e.l.f. It's one of those like whipped glitter shadows. I forget what they're called, but this is in the shade Confetti, and it's like a pearly color. It's really beautiful. I like having something like this. It really makes your makeup collection more versatile, so I like that. Like if you're dressing up for holiday parties or anything like that, it just adds some glam. And then I have chapsticks here. I just have the e.l.f. Lip Exfoliator in Cherry Tart. I love this. I've tried the mint and the original, and I love all of them. They work really well, and they're only $3. My favorite Burt's Bees lip balm. I have two little Avon lip balms that came out for the holidays. One is in marshmallow frosting and one is in buttercream. This Vaseline lip therapy, I use this at night before bed. It works really well. And then this is just a little donut lip balm that my sister got for me, so I love that. I do have, a couple other lip balms like in purses and stuff. I have a mint EOS in my purse, and then I have a Blistex like healing one that's like medicated in my vanity drawer. So those are all of my lip balms right now. And then I have my lipsticks here. I have two LA Color matte lipsticks. This one is in the shade Mad Love, and it's like a really pretty kind of fuchsia color. It has a lot of purple to it, which I like. And then I have this one in Tender, which is a really pretty, kind of like a pinky mauve, and it looks good for springtime. I like it. These are great lipsticks from Dollar General. They're only $1.50, I think. That's what I paid for them. And they have lots of bold colors. They remind me a lot of the Wet n Wild Mega Last lipsticks. So if you like those, you would probably really like these. I have an Avon lipstick. This one is in Golden Berry, and it's a shimmery berry shade. It's really pretty, and it does have some glitter in it, so it might not be for everyone, but I really enjoy the color. Then I have this lipstick here is Maybelline in Nearly There. I don't know if you guys can see that. And this one, oh my goodness, I really like this. It's such a frosty nude lipstick, but yeah, I don't know. I like shimmer, so I think that's really pretty. And it looks just very subtle on the lips, kind of just like a champagne glow. And you can put like a clear gloss over the top of it, and it looks great. It looks pretty layered over top of other lipsticks as well. My most used lipstick right now is this Clinique Bear Pop lipstick. And this is what I'm wearing today, actually, which you can't even see. But that is all I have left. I've used the heck out of this lipstick. It's so pretty. It's like this gorgeous rosy nude with like a golden sheen. I just love it. Really easy to wear, and I totally recommend these lipsticks. I think they're worth every penny. They are a little bit more pricey, but they are the most comfortable lipstick that I've ever tried, and they're so hydrating. So really like those. And then this one is like a deluxe sample. It's one of the Clinique matte lipsticks, and it's in Graffiti Pop. This is like my favorite shade of red to wear. It has like a lot of pink in it, but it's more flattering on me than a true red. I don't know why. I feel like true reds don't look good on me. And then I have one MAC lipstick. This is in the shade Syrup. Kind of matches my nails. It's like a mauve pink, and I love wearing this with my Naked 3 palette. It looks really beautiful with that. Then I have one of these Revlon matte balms. This is in Sultry, I think is what it's called. Yeah, Sultry. Can you see that? It doesn't want to focus. It's not going to do it. Okay, so it's in Sultry. It's a really beautiful kind of, I don't even know, like a deep mauve, maybe? Is that how you would call it? Then I have the Clinique Black Honey lipstick. This one looks super intense in the tube, but it actually goes on really, really sheer. And it's just a pretty berry shade for the fall time. I love it. This is hard to do with one hand. I have the MAC lip liner in Soar, which I don't know why I bought this. I had heard people talk about it and I wanted to try it. It's really drying. It's a beautiful color, but these are super dry on the lips, in my opinion. Like, they dry my lips out. So I don't know how much longer I'll keep this. It's my only lip liner. That's why I haven't decluttered it. But I'm looking for a better lip liner formula. I mean, they're not bad. They're $17.50, and to me it's like I feel like I could find something cheaper that would work just as well. So anyway, that said, I have that. I have this LA Colors clear lip gloss because I always like to have some sort of clear lip gloss in my collection. I have the Julep hydrating lip gloss in Vibe. I have Buxom's Star and Buxom's Princess. These are my two favorite lip glosses and my all-time favorite lip gloss formula. I have an Avon True Color lip gloss in Sparkling Peach. This is a Clinique Long Last lip gloss in First Date. Clinique Plump and Shine Plumping Lip Gloss. This is one of the chubby lip glosses, and Va 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 Violet is the name. And then I have one of the Clinique Pop lip lacquers. This is like a liquid lipstick, but it's more of a, it's a lip gloss, but it's really pigmented and shiny and beautiful. I love this formula. If you can't tell, I'm a big fan of Clinique lip products. This is in Cocoa Pop. Clinique is great because if you are like me and you get migraines, their stuff is unscented, and so I never have to worry about their stuff giving me headaches. I like scent in my product, but I'm just very picky about it these days because my migraines can be triggered by smell, and it can make me feel really nauseous and sick. So I need things that aren't gonna, bother me. And peppermint and vanilla are like the two scents I can handle, but I'm very picky about vanilla. I like some fruity scents, but I'm picky about those as well. But peppermint never bothers me, and unscented, it has to truly be unscented, and that means no smell. And Clinique stuff doesn't have a smell to me. So this is the LA Colors BB Pop lip gloss, and it is in nude. These are really great, little lip glosses, and they smell good, like real vanilla, coconutty deliciousness, and the smell never bothers me. Same with these lipsticks. They're just lightly scented, does not bother me. And same with the lip gloss. It's not really very strongly scented. Some of their products bother me, like the lipstick and lip gloss duos you can get at Dollar Tree. I love the colors of those so much, but they have such a strong scent that really gets to me and makes me nauseous. So I've had to declutter those. But generally, I usually like LA Colors lip glosses and lipsticks. So that is everything, guys. That is my entire makeup collection for 2018. Now, because I'm low on this lipstick and you know, I'm using some up, I am ordering a couple of lipsticks from Avon. Those will be coming in soon, 4 to be exact. So this will grow a little bit. Because yeah, I love lipstick, like I said, and I wanted to pick up some of my favorites. They were on sale for $4.99. They're the Beyond Color lipsticks. They're amazing. So that part will grow, but yeah, this is everything. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you have been downsizing your makeup collection or you post makeup collection video, please let me know in the comments down below. I would love to see it. And definitely give me a thumbs up and subscribe if you want to keep up with the craziness here on my channel. And as always, remember that you are beautiful, you are special, unique, and loved, and no one can tell you different. Alright guys, I'll talk to you later.